guys, welcome back into a new vlog. It has been a long time since the last time I uploaded a video, which is the first part of being pregnant. So based on my experience here in Switzerland, and now I am going to share to you the part 2, which is all about the delivery and aftercare. So let's start with the delivery. So when I entered the 3rd trimester of my pregnancy, my OBGYN asked me if I already choose an institution or a hospital to which I am going to deliver the baby. So here in Switzerland, they have a Schnupperntag, or it's like a visitation. You can visit any hospital or institution before you give birth. That is, to help you to decide if you want to give birth in this hospital or not. So before our OB-GYN asked me if I already choose, we already did the visitation to a certain hospital. So it was very nice. Oh, my baby. Maybe you can hear my baby. He is playing with that dad. So, going back. So we visited already the hospital. It was very nice. They have a very nice setting. So that's why we already decided this is the hospital where I'm going to deliver. But for those moms out there who wanted to compare hospitals and other delivery institutions, so you can actually visit a lot and then decide which one. So there, the OB-GYN asked, and then I said yeah. So you will just said to your OB-GYN actually the name of the institution, and the rest she will take care of it. So what she did is that she registered me in the hospital with all my datas and papers, and then after that the hospital contacted me with some letter. So it's in like an envelope like this one, where it has 2 like this. So all the information, what they offer, if they have a courses before you deliver your baby, they actually have a lot of courses. Well, CPR, you have the pre-pregnancy courses, lactation courses, everything. You can do it and visit the courses, or you would say no if you already did some. So like that, and you have the registration paper. You just have to give it back. So on the registration paper, it also says if you wanted a family room, if you're a private insured from your health insurance, and if you are just a normal. So you will choose actually the room. So if you have a family room, they will reserve that for you within those range week where the OB actually said that you're gonna deliver the baby. We cannot say when, right? So that's why. And then you just have to choose one. So aside from that, I'm going to share to you the room where I labored, not where I delivered, because I ended up doing cesarean section. So this is the room picture. They have a bathtub where you can do your labor or give birth there. They have an iPod where you can choose which type of music you want during your labor time. They have this good bed, of course. They have this light things where you can adjust which light do you want. You have a dim purple, red, orange, or like dim lasso, or yellow, whatever you want. And then they also have, of course, this pregnancy ball or Schwangerschaftsball. And then they have this, para siyang, oh, I'm gonna explain it in Tagalog, hindi na kaya ng English ko, te. Parang, ano ba yun sa Tagalog? Parang lubid, or, yeah, sile, like that, where you can put all your energy. If you are in pain during your labor period, you can hang in there and just pull it, and you can release all your pain. Yeah, that's helped me a lot. So the room is actually very nice. I cannot say anything against it. Very nice. The midwife was good, and good experience there. So now let us continue with the walk-in bed station, or the station after I delivered. So after the delivery, you will of course go to the station na. So in the station, you have, just like what I've told you, you can choose the family room, the private room, or the normal room, and we also have the semi-normal room. So in the hospital, of course, you will have meals. They will teach you a lot of things. So they taught me all about lactation. They have a lactation consultant, which I also used. I asked some advice from her. The nurses were very good. So I had a cesarean section. I was just in a normal room. I didn't want to expense a lot of money in a private or in a private room or a family room. It was actually also a good experience. Maybe not so private because you have a neighbor, but anything else is actually good. In the room, they have your changing table for your baby. You have your own cabinet. You have your own bathroom and bath, and yeah, it was really good. Your baby is always with you. Of course, the nurses just take your baby out maybe in the morning when they are going to wash or feed or whatever. If you don't have yet any milk, they will feed your baby. If you've decided to bottle feed your baby, or if not, they will help you to remind. For example, for me, who is a first-time mom, they will remind you that, oh, it's time to feed your baby, like that. And they are really, really nice to me. So that's it for my experience about that. Let us continue with the after the hospitalization. After the 3 days, I was just in 3 days in the hospital. I decided to be there just 3 days because I think I will be more comfortable if I'm at home with my baby. So after 3 days, you will be taking care of your midwife. So they call it a walk-in bed hebame. I choose already my midwife and contacted a walk-in bed hebame or a postpartum hebame, like that, postpartum hebame, before I gave birth. So I was already in contact with the midwife. So the midwife, you can actually search in Google walk-in bed hebame, and there are a lot of them. You can choose one just around your place, because the midwife will also choose someone who is just near to her place. So the walk-in bed hebame is actually paid by your health insurance. It is an 8 weeks paid visits from your health insurance. Or if it does not work with your with the breastfeeding, the health insurance will also pay up until you will end with your breastfeeding period. So it's up to you and the midwife, actually. So the first week, it's up So it's up to your midwife. But the next day that I came home, the midwife visited me and then educated me, of course, how to bath. She checked the weight of the baby, the cord, the umbilical cord, my wound from the cesarean section. How is it? How I'm feeling? How about breastfeeding? So all about me and the baby, and of course my husband. So she's actually just gonna check how's everything going, and the feeding and everything like that. So that will go up until the 8th week. So mine, I think she was just up until 5 weeks or 4 weeks. The midwife will actually ask you or assess you if you are ready to be left alone or not. So the midwife will be paid. That is walk-in bete. So after that, if you are done and you are good, and the midwife said, oh, you can handle it on your own, so she will endorse you actually to a moeder and vader berater. It's up to each Gemeinde. So Gemeinde is the barangay here in Switzerland. They call it Gemeinde. So each Gemeinde has a Mutter and Vater Berater. So it just means to say they are licensed, or they are Fachfrauen. They are licensed, or they are licensed for that. They call Mutter and Vater Berater. Is when you translate it, actually literally translate it in English, it's just like Mutter and Vater Berater is actually called advisor. So mother and father advisors. So if we are going to translate it, literally, Mutter and Vater Berater, since in English, so parents advisor, so mother and dad advisors. So in each Gemeinde here in Switzerland, they have actually one available for you. So to all parents who just had babies, so first time or second time, you have the privilege to use it to ask advice, anything about being a parent, all about your child being a parent, your emotions, and anything, education, all you can ask them actually. So each Gemeinde differs. In our Gemeinde, they offer a 5-year privilege or 5-year free Mutter und Vater Berater. So after the midwife endorsed me, the nurse, which is a nurse, the nurse contacted me, the Mutterberaterin. So the nurse contacted me and she did a home visit. She laid all the offers, all that they offer to a new mom and to new parents. And then she does some visits, or when she's available, the email, telephone numbers, so everything. So that means to say from the start, so after the delivery up until my baby is 5 years, I have the privilege to contact her, anything that is all about being a parent and all about having a baby. So I think I catered, and it is also paid by your Gemeinde. So you are not going to pay any cent for that. So I think that's it. So I talked about the delivery, the walk-in bed station, and then after that is the walk-in bed Hebame, which is the postpartum Hebame, and then after the Mutter Beraterin, or the mother advisor after that. So that's wrap my experience being pregnant in Switzerland. So I hope this share a little knowledge to you guys, and thank you so much for watching this video. If it brings a little knowledge to you, please do share, like, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you on my next video. Bye!